The introduction of I'm reading out. The introduction of the different expertise is to enable and involve in the study of the criminal behavior, why one becomes criminal, and these are investigated by studying the family background, the involvement, and the overall history of the criminal. So it can be inferred from all the explanations and process above that how the power oblique knowledge nexus functions. The reform movement, which involved torture and killing, was gradually replaced by a power based on knowledge. So through the discourses or discourse of punishment, actually this video, the second video continuous, it is uploading is a problem, so this is second video. In my first video the introduction was there, introduction is there, everything, topic is there. So this is second video. So with the discourse of punishment, with the explanation of the discourse of punishment, this relation of power and knowledge is described. And I'm going to give another example. Suppose in Foucault's term, madness is also a discourse at a Bagdhara. So now I'm telling with the explanation of madness, and one point you try to find out in this explanation that change in a discourse can change the whole social structure. Mind it. So try to grab the topic with this explanation of with the discourse of madness. So in far early periods, madness or the mad people were kept with the leprosy patients. That means they were considered as something that are not worthy of anything. And in the time of Renaissance, in the time I'm reading out, in the time of Renaissance, madness was something challenge to reason. It can even be challenged to reason, madness. It could engage in ironic dialogue with reason. For example, we all know Erasmus in praise of the folly. In praise of folly, Erasmus. So in the beginning of the 17th century, what the French call the classical age saw madness as merely the negation of reason. And one correlative to this conceptual exclusion, that negation of reason, they are not regional people, they are shen, not shen, তেওঁলোক মানে ভাবিব পৰা নহয়, সেইকাৰণে আমি এটা correlative পাওঁ, that is the great confinement of 1656. And Foucault also gives various types of mad people. কিছুমান ভাবে যে he has a radio transmitter in his brain and he is controlled by somebody else, and some mad people are that they can do anything but they are not doing, just sitting and thinking something, so there are various types of mad people. And after the French Revolution, actually the discourse of madness came into a different direction. I'm giving just one example. So there was one people, Mirabeau, and another was also Sade. So in the time of French Revolution, the mad people were released. They went home, but there also they created various hazards for the family members. Then they were sent to lonely places. They went. So when French Revolution, after the French Revolution, it was found that Mirabeau, he led the public in the revolution. He led the public. So that is gradually to the the asylum, you know the gradually to the madness is connected to mental illness. So when before in asylum mad people can be observed by any people, but when it is that it is connected in a modern contemporary world to the mental illness, uh, then only the doctors have the power over these uh, mad patients. The doctor patient relationship also comes out. Just like that, when before the coming of the just one example, British, there was our Indian plants had uh, various medicinal, our own some discourses in our villages, but after the morphological, is enhanced by the biological, their system, the systems of divide and exclusion, and so on. This system of exclusion is very important, that what is not normal exclusion. So very actually is one very easy example. Suppose before the coming of the British, this British comes to my mind, this concept. Before the coming of the British or the industrialization, Indian family was joint family. The concept of family as a discourse, as nuclear family, was not there. Why? Because সেই সময়ত জইণ্ট ফেমিলিত এনেকুৱা কিছুমান আছিল, একেলগে খেতি কৰিছিল, খেতিপথাৰ কাম বেছি মানুহ লাগিছিল, দ্য নাৰিছমেণ্ট অফ চিলড্ৰেন। আজিকালিৰ ফেমিনিষ্ট যেনেকৈ কমিউনেল চাইল্ড ৰেয়াৰিঙৰ কথা কৈছে, বাচ্চা কমিউনেলভাৱে পালন কৰিব লাগিব, এইবিলাক কথা অহা নাছিলে। চ' জইণ্ট ফেমিলি ৱাজ দ্য ডিছক'ৰ্ছ। সেইকাৰণে এটা ডিছক'ৰ্ছ, ওৱান ডেফিনেশ্যন আই গেভ, that in a particular historical period we think about a particular thing in a certain specific ways and not the others. আমি সেই ধৰণেহে ভাবিব পাৰোঁ। যেনে পেট্ৰিয়াৰ্কেল ডিছক'ৰ্ছ, ছোৱালী গান এনেকুৱা হ'ব নোৱাৰে, a girl cannot be like that, he must be submissive, otherwise he is, oh, what type of girls he is. So this discourse, this patriarchal discourse, this discourse actually has relation with power and as well as knowledge. So creating this discourse is with various strategies, step by step, and discourses go on changing. Today there is a bit slight change in the patriarchal discourses, that very power it had once is today gradually it is diminishing. So this is one example. Actually lots of ideas are there in relation of power and knowledge. So I am providing materials, and many things actually I have to say for hours, how power without power, actually power and knowledge cannot be actually separated, how they are connected. So just I am reading out, suppose power and knowledge, one is supporting and influencing the other. In the interaction of power and knowledge, the exercise of power creates knowledge, and at the same time knowledge constantly induces or bring out the effects of power. So with that explanation of madness and many things, or কেনেকৈ আমি বাগধাৰাৰ মাজত আছোঁ, বা পাৱাৰ ৰিলেশ্যনটো কেনেকৈ সোমাই আছে, you can identify, like that. For Foucault, power produces knowledge, or at least apparatuses of knowledge, and knowledge becomes power. The two are bound together. Whereas there is power, it produces knowledge. Power and knowledge are inseparable. So you read, I am providing materials. Suppose autopsy. So before doctors have to sit from morning to evening, perhaps to night, to know the symptoms and so many. But when the power over the body was gained by the physicians, autopsy came, then dissecting the corpses was there. New technologies, even the human science was not there before, So now economics, political science and many things, so the idea of this is actually it's a body of knowledges. So now you have at least a bit understood how power, knowledge, discourse has gone changing. There is no absolute truth. That is the idea of a postmodernist. As a postmodernist, Foucault gives that idea. So he rejected the idea of power of the nation state, as previously considered the Marxist, and he is a postmodern thinker, and power is everywhere. So I am providing simple materials. You read it and try to identify what power is, a little bit, and you have to read. In theory, you have to read many things. So thank you, and you listen carefully and try to understand it. Thank you.